One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Temple Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington Huskies offense takes the field to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Gets away from one, finds some space. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds his big tight end. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Temple Owls offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head?
Oh, he's got some space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Guys, let's think for just a moment about Temple. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Motion from the wideout. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stout. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down for the tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game, because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across break. Washington, third down coming. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Irvin. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls have this offense rolling. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls!
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Lets it fly on the move. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Let's go. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And a lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Lawson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Williams looking for a man. There's the pressure. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here's the return. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Mason. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it in the middle, it's Stout. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Mason. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Got a man, it's Hardy. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. The give from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Pulls it in. It's Clark. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Working on the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback, and they're going to sit back in zone. When I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Williams will pass. With the catch, it's Otten.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is... It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15.
Listen, that ain't what the offense expected, but they're plenty happy about it. You just try to create a little bit of room. I don't want to throw out of my own end zone, right? Then I can create a safety. I'm worried about passing. I'm worried about the quarterback. Even if he slips, something happens. But nice job just creating some space, running the football, springing one loose. I will take it. I didn't think it was going to go that far, but I'll take it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Owls are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes the grab, it's Hardy. Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone, he moves the chains, it's at the 22.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hardy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Go straight ahead. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.